Don't care what you say, yeah. Stuck in my head now. Hi, welcome to the musical show. The show where I blabber on about music for way too fucking long. First of all, I'm gonna go through all the songs from Eurovision, because why the fuck not? I'll be very brief with these. Norway's Queen of Kings. It's just fun. It's just a really fun song. Fun. And they kind of like the sort of fuse of like basic electro pop with like fucking weird folkish music and like the sort of um ship men song. I've forgot the name of them. Let me Google it. Sea shanty, and I also had some like sort of sea shanty lyrics. But yeah, that was fine. 9 out of 10 song. I'm not gonna ask put like things in the corner down there because it takes forever, and I don't want to put that much effort into this thing. And then Dance Our Own Party, Malta's song from the semi-final, the one with the sax, that finished last in the semi-final, which was absolute bullshit. It was an amazing song, 8 out of 10. Salva Mi Sprava, I'm probably the only person in the world who likes it as much as I do, 8 out of 10. I just think it's really unique and cool. Even if the vocals are a bit weird. Aja, Robbed, Latvia's 9 out of 10. Latvia get robbed every year. Got robbed last year, didn't they, with Eat Your Salad. Curaçao from Portugal, robbed in the final, the best song of the competition, 10 out of 10. Islands, We Are One, just sounds like a Westlife song, 2 out of 10. Mama Sure, the joke one, bunch of old men saying fuck you to Vladimir Putin. And it was actually really fun, 7 out of 10. Water Gun from Switzerland, boring piano ballad, 3 out of 10. Unicorn, which finished third. Israel song, it was alright. And it ended pretty well, 6 out of 10. Suare Si Luna. The studio version isn't the best, but the performance was the best performance of the night. 9 out of 10. Tattoo, shouldn't have won. It's a shit song, 0 out of 10. Loreen, I just think is terrible. Just one of those shitty, boring pop artists. Tell Me More from Azerbaijan that didn't make it through the semis. Didn't have much personality, but it was decent enough, 6.7. My Sister's Crown from Czechia. A bit weird, but I like that in music. 10 out of 10 for me. Burning Daylight from the Netherlands, really boring ballad, 1 out of 10. Cha 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 from Finland. I think we all wanted it to win because it deserved to win a lot more than whatever the fuck that Loreen song was. It's terrible. I mean, while you've got like this random Finnish guy who's probably gay fucking going crazy. I just want to see people like go crazy. It's the soul of Eurovision. Weird ass fucking like songs. Like you don't often get hyperpop and metal mixed together. That's probably the most common fusion in hyperpop. But oh well, 9 out of 10 still. Break My Heart from Denmark that did make it through the semis. Thank God it was terrible. 0.5 out of 10. Future Lover from Armenia. Beautiful ballad. 7 out of 10. DGT Off Her On, which got 0 point in the semi for Romania. I'm probably the only person in the world who likes the song, 7 out of 10. Bridget from Estonia, really nice, cute ballad. And vocals were amazing. And also the woman just seems really, I can't remember her name, but she seems really fucking sweet. I think it's Alika or something, I love her. 9 out of 10. Because of You from Belgium, gay bop. There's literally no other way to describe it. It's a bop, and it's also, I'm pretty sure Gustav would call it a gay bop himself. Because it is a fucking gay pop. I'm sorry, there's something about it that screams homosexual. 7.5 out of 10. It's not a bad thing. Break a Broken Heart. Gave up on the Australia thing and went for Cyprus. And it just sounds exactly like a song that I've heard before. And it's really annoying me because I can't think of the song. But I get why people like it. 2.5 out of 10. Iceland with Power didn't make it through the semi. Should have done. 6 out of 10. What They Say from Greece. The less said, the better. Very He literally sang in cursive. It was terrible. Don't. -1 out of 10. It would have been a pretty bearable song if he didn't sing in cursive as well. Solo from Poland. Really boring and also terrible. One of the worst songs I've ever heard. To be honest, -1 out of 10 as well. Carpe GM sounds exactly like a sort of indie pop version of Kids by MGMT, which isn't that already an indie pop song anyway? But yeah, it's very MGMT, 7 out of 10. Echo from Georgia. Didn't have much of a melody. The lyrics were terrible apparently, but I haven't really looked. But it wasn't too bad. 7 out of 10. Like an Animal from San Marino. Also got nil point in the semi. I'm a bit undecided on this one. 4 out of 10. Who the Hell Is Echo? From Austria, my third favourite because it's like such a dumb song, but at the same time, the lyrics, if you like pay attention to them, are actually pretty good in their own sort of terrible way, and I love it. 10 out of 10. Albania's Duja. I loved it. 8.5 out of 10. Like, I think a lot of people like just didn't like their vocal style. I'm all for it. I'm all for their like weird sort of religious hymnish style. Lithuania's Stay. Kyoto Tsuro. It was fine. It was fine. 6.5 out of 10. Promise from Voyager. Banger. 10 out of 10. Second best song there was. I Wrote a Song. It was fine, I guess. The performance was like a 5, I guess. The staging would have probably been the best if there wasn't fucking feet. I'm sorry if you did notice it, because I was going to watch it back and fucking notice it. It was really fucking weird. But like the song itself is like a 0, to be honest. But like, we've had worse. Évidemment got fucking robbed, and also Middle Finger. And yeah, love it, love the song. Definition of slay. Do people even say slay anymore? Yeah, they do. They actually do this. They do still say slay. But yeah, amazing song. 10 out of 10. Iaia, or however the fuck you pronounce it, Spain's Got Robbed by the Televote. 10 out of 10. Duvite got overloved by the Televote. It was fucking shit. 0. Heart of Steel by Ukraine sounds exactly like a Labyrinth song. But I kind of like it, 6 out of 10. That's what I was singing at the start. Blood and Glitter by Germany did not deserve last place in any way whatsoever, even if he did have a boner. I'm pretty sure he had a boner anyway, because like you could literally like pretty much see his penis. 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, that's all the Eurovision songs gone through. There's some good ones, there's some shit ones, like there is every year. But enough about that, because no one really cares. Let's get to the actual album reviews. That wasted 7 minutes of the fucking episode. Re-review of Ugly by Slowthai. What the fuck? Anyway, if he's guilty, then fuck that guy. But like the album, in a musical sense, is still good. Although, if he is guilty, which have you not seen him, and have you not seen what he's done previously? I'm pretty sure he is guilty. I do feel a bit guilt-tripped to feel sorry for a scumbag. Maybe that was the plan of the album all along. But the lyrics are sometimes off and like just haven't aged well. With say Yum, Selfish also clearly didn't age well because he was clearly thinking of himself when he put the dick in the pussy, if he really did. And Falling is just not very good, but obviously there's some great songs there. Lyricism, if you're being unbiased, is good. Although again, you still feel a bit guilt-tripped because there's a chance that he might be literally like the worst person, one of the worst people on earth. But yeah, good album, but it just feels a bit like fucking guilt-trip considering he's an alleged rapist. 8.7 out of 10. Alright, on to the albums that released last week. At long last, nearly 9 minutes into the episode. Starting off with Soulja Boy's Soldier Season. Does anyone really listen to Soulja Boy anymore? The lack of creativity and quality in terms of production and lyrics was painful. And amongst this, the choruses, you don't often notice how bad they are, but they are awful. And the one of the self-titled opener, Soldier Season, might be the worst I've ever heard. His cringe, corny choruses used to be wonderfully wacky, and I did sort of use the alliteration intentionally, and did a way quite fun to listen to, but now they're god-awful and just unbearable, which is shown by whatever the hell this is. Bad, awful, sucky, 1.4 out of 10. Next up is the Jonas Brothers with The Album, which was the trash. But yeah, it's a Jonas Brothers album, very corny, terrible vocally, boring musically, but like the odd song was alright and bearable. So yeah, production, god-awful, lyrics, god-awful, and it ruined the album. Terrible. 1.8 out of 10. Not much to say because it had nothing really to it. And at the top with is NBA Youngboy, Richard Stop, which, to be honest, is one of my least favourite Youngboy projects. Basically, every album sucked this week. Sucked all kinds of ass. A lot of boring duds here that sound straight out of any YB album. I think that 33 track long Don't Try This at Home might have ruined my chance of enjoying any Youngboy album again, because I feel like I've heard every single beat that he's ever thought of on that bloody album. But while most songs go into areas, as I was saying before Hugo decides to be a fart and rudely interrupt me. Shame on people. Actually, don't, because he's really cute. Look at him. Look at the boy. Look at this guy, not wanting to be lifted as always. Say hi, everyone. Say hi to Hugo. Hugo, say hi. All right. He wants to be put down. As I always say, not in that way. But back to it in the review. Jesus Christ. Stole my foot there. But yeah, one of his weakest. Every album sucked this week. But yeah, beats, sounds out of any other YB album. For the most part, although some do go into areas of melodic trap that I haven't seen him go into as much, which were cool and had some decent enough beats. His rapping always carries, as it always does, because he actually is a really good rapper when it comes to delivery. Jesus Christ, can I just review in peace? It carried songs as such as I Heard, as I literally just said. What You're Gonna Do is one of his best songs to date, and it also ended pretty well with I Want His Soul also being a pretty decent song. There just wasn't enough songs like that, as always, from him. Could make a great album if he wanted to, but he just wants to make an album every 2 weeks, which is a real shame. And if you're going to do that, you're going to make a lot of duds. 3.6 out of 10. The highest album this week was a 3. What a week. Shut up, I'm very irritable at the moment, so, like, I don't know why I said that so conservatively, but, yeah. Alright, whatever. Anyway, back to, on to this week's albums, which there are a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that I'm going to shout out. I'm going to listen to 5 of them. The ones I'm not going to listen to are Belly's Mumble Rap 2, which will feature Nav, Gucci Mane, Jill Scott Heron, and Rick Ross. I think I'm kind of like escaping a really bad one here. It's literally called Mumble Rap 2. And again, you know what I do with albums of the series, I just don't listen to them unless it's the first album of the series. Because it gives me an excuse not to listen to an album, which is good, because I don't want to listen to like 10 albums every week. 5 is fine. And then Summer Walker's EP, which is pretty much album length away, is Clear 2, Soft Life EP. Again, second one in the series. Does feature an audio hook featuring J. Cole and Childish and a song with Childish Gambino, so I probably should listen to it, but oh well. The less albums, the better in my eyes. But I've already listened to one, so I've only got 4 albums left, which is pretty nice. Let's start off with the one I've listened to, Kate Tramine's Kate Tramine. One of the most anticipated albums of a long time, and pretty much like the album of the summer. It's pretty much been called even before it was released, and I've listened to it and I'll say fair enough. What else has there been? That Miley Cyrus album. Freddie Gibbs, Pharrell, Big Sean, Amaarae, and Snoop Dogg are featured. 11 songs, 33 minutes long, and yeah, it's good. It's better than 3.6, so yeah. Next up is One Day Cole with Legend or No Legend, featuring T-Pain, Wizkid, and Fireboy DML. 30-minute songs, 40 minutes long. I kind of know exactly what to expect, which is why I'm going to call it a probable 6. Next up is Lewis Capaldi with Broken by Desire to Be Heavenly Sent. Even though all of his songs sound the same, I just cannot, hate him. I just can't afford to hate his music. Plus, he's really fucking funny. So I'm going to say a 5, but it's biased on, the album's probably more of a 2 or 3. Then we've got Kesha with her new album, Gag Order. 38 minutes long, 13 songs, no features. I really want to enjoy this. yeah, which is why I'm going to predict it to be a 7. And finally, Dave Matthews Band with Walk Around the Moon. I don't know if anyone's actually looking forward to this one, but if you are, it's 12 songs, 42 minutes long, and it's out now. Well, yeah, as I said, who the fuck still listens to Dave Matthews Band? It's going to be a 3. Bands that no one likes often have that one good song from 20 years ago. And I presume there's one good song somewhere in their discography. I don't know, I've never listened to Dave Matthews Band. And I'm not sure this is going to be the album that makes me want to. As I said, I think it's going to be a 3. But yeah, basically, that was a terrible week. And this week has got at least one good album. Might as well spoil the Kate Romina album is good. Although anyone who's already listened to the Kate Romina album will probably know that it's good. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I don't know why I sound like I've got a cold, because I don't. And I'll see you next week. And I'll review all these and we do it again. And maybe we'll go back to having about like 787 albums again in 1 week. I feel like all these weeks are hardly any like just there to be like, oh, get prepared for like 15 in 1 week. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye.